Right, okay, and this is round 4 of the GML, and it's the final. No, it's not. It's the penultimate set of the week, the third set of the week between Dogao and Ming, and this should be. I'm hoping this is going to be good because, yeah, I always have that hope whenever I start one of these games. But it's one of my favourite maps, which is Regicide Fortress, which is why I'm hoping it's going to be half decent at the least. And I think this is Dogao's home map. It doesn't matter because Ming chose Regicide Fortress anyway, so we're going to see two Regicide Fortress wars. And yeah, so it's Dogao versus Ming. I think at the moment they're both going to be playing this for a second spot position or a second place position. So if either of them get a win here, then they could move up into second place, which would be pretty good for them. But we'll see how it goes. Mayans for Dog and Ming in blue playing as Mayans also, and wow, look at that. That is rather unfortunate. His gate blocked by houses and a castle right there as well. It's going to be a bit awkward to get to that stone, I think, unless he deletes that wall and puts a TC there. But at least the castle is protecting his stone. And this being a Mayan war, we know for a fact how important the stone on the map is. So speaking of the map, wow! Dogao getting a bit unlucky there with his houses as well. Wow, seriously. You just house placement and oh I know, let's put some gold in the middle. That's really unfortunate because that's going to make gathering that gold a little bit of a pain in the ass. He may even delete those houses and move them, but we'll see about that. It'd be a little bit of a waste of wood to do so, but it depends really. He's got back gold, which is nice. Should be easy to keep that all safe. But Dogao has got a little bit of a worse map, I'd actually say, at the moment, because if we have a look over here, Ming can very easily secure this gold with a little wall in or whatever. He's also got gold on the left, and of course he's got gold in his main. Dogao, on the other hand, well, his gold is surrounded by houses, which is unfortunate to say the least. He's also got gold at the back, but it's very open, and Ming can easily send plumed archers around the back to harass this, which is kind of unfortunate. Whereas if we take a look at Ming's map, for instance, at the back, well, it's pretty secure at the back of his base, so he's not got that extra side to have to worry about. So I'm thinking that Dogao's not got the best map right now. Also his boar on the front, which he could get lamed, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Ming would do that. I don't know, he's got his own boar to lure, so we'll see. But Dogao's both boar on the front, and I've got to say his map not looking amazing. He's got two stones on the right, so this is going to be an important area of the map for him to keep nice and safe, which is kind of unfortunate as he does have the gold over here. So he's going to have to keep this safe because obviously he's going to need those castles up, and yeah, his castle obscuring his berries, so really kind of a little bit unlucky with the map so far. And nice one, luring his boar with his eagle warrior, why not? Regicide Fortress then, well, we've seen quite a few of these already, and it's usually to be expected that both of them will go up to the castle age, and then they'll start to boom, get lots of stone in, make a load of castles, and then go from there, really. Plumed archers, rams, and all that good stuff. So we'll see how it ends up going. I mean, we could see some interesting strategies. It's not necessarily going to be that way, but the chances are fairly likely that it's going to go something like that, because we've seen these a lot before, and it's just the done thing. I'm thinking for Ming though here, if he wanted to put a castle down, he could put it on this front here and protect his gold quite nicely. He could also put it on stone on the right, perhaps. It's up to him whether he thinks he's got enough safe stone on the map. But this is quite interesting. Dogao going up on 24 population, and he did start with extra villagers, so obviously he's got a little bit of a boost to economy at the start, and of course Ming starts with extra villagers as well. But that's quite early to be going up. That's a very fast feudal, and same for Ming actually as well over here. And usually you'd expect to see 27 for a fast castle, but you've got to bear in mind they started with the extra villagers and the extra farms, so they can actually go up in a very fast time indeed, and they'll be pretty fast feudal age up already, as you can see, and they'll be pretty fast up to castle as well, which you'd think, well, perhaps the pace of the game is going to be a bit faster. It is a little bit, but because of the walls, it's still not as fast as you might think. As soon as they reach castle, which is going to be fairly shortly, once Ming's got this little bit of boar and he's got his two feudal age buildings. Same for Dog as well. Once they reach castle, we'll probably see a few plumed archers coming out to try and secure and scout the rest of the map. Dogao, a little bit of scouting already. He's found all this corner gold here, which is kind of useful, and he's found a relic in the corner also. He used his king to scout at the very start, which I actually don't know where his king is. Is it in a tower? Is it still roaming the map? It's over here, looking around, seeing what he can find. Another relic over on this side for him, and Ming, well, there's a relic in the center, there's a relic off to the right for Ming here, and there's a relic down this side as well, so Ming could quite easily, I think, get his relics there. Just deleting some of his wall here as well. He doesn't need these walls at the back, they're pretty much good for nothing, so he may as well delete them, and then he can use his put a lumber camp there, and get this wood quite safely. And castle age now for Dog. Ming also up to castle, slightly further ahead actually, and that's, well, it's not going to impact the game so much. This stage, I mean, there's only a few seconds between them, and there really isn't so much difference. Ming creating an extra wall off on the outside, and as I said earlier, he wants to keep this gold stone nice and safe, so by creating a wall here, he's going to be able to keep that a little bit safer, and then he'll be able to either put a town centre here, which would be a decent position, or he'll be able to just put a mining camp on there as well. He's also likely, as we can see, to wall this off. He's put a stone wall here, and then he'll be able to protect this gold a little bit easier as well. This gold on the left, perhaps we'll see a town centre on there. As I said earlier, this castle is in a nice place, well, sort of nice place. So you could put a TC around here, get the gold, get the stone quite safely. So Ming, as I said, off to a decent start. He's got a nice map, and dogao less so. We'll see how it goes. Certainly not all won or lost on the map. We did see when Chris played that arena game that he managed to lose, even though he had the best map sort of imaginable. And there we go as well, Ming walling this bottom side to keep that gold extra safe, and that's kind of nice. That's going to pay off because he will not be able to be harassed by plumed archers then a little bit later on. Using the stone wall, and he should be safe in doing so. It's going to slow down his second town centre production though, as we saw when we watched the his third town centre production even, as we saw with the Fiege game versus, who was it? Fiege played someone in a regicide fortress. I think it was Doubt. No, it wasn't Doubt. It was someone else. Not sure. Mine's gone blank. Fiege actually built lots of walls up on the top side, and it slowed him down with his third town centre. As we can see, Ming putting a town centre down on this stone, sort of as predicted, and he also is going to be a little bit slower now to get his third one out, but I think over this side is where he's likely to put it. Some plumed archers coming out already. We'll see them just gaining some map control and just trying to see if you can pick any villagers off anywhere. It's not likely, but it's always worth a shot, I guess. dogao, his second town centre going up at the back on this gold here. That's fairly decent for him, and another town centre on this wood as well, fairly close together, and interesting that he chose to put it on the wood and not on stone. It could indicate that dogao is thinking of something different, because it's kind of unusual for mines not to be taking stone quite early on. As I said, they do need those castles. Ming though, as I said earlier, is going to be slowed down now. He's built these extra stone walls and it's cost him a little bit. He's got no stone left whatsoever, which does mean he's going to have to gather for quite some time before he can get his third town centre up, and that is going to slow him down a little bit. Just now researching wheelbarrow, and Dog might have wheelbarrow already, but I can't be bothered to check because that means going into the tech tree, and that just looks ugly. Is he going to attack? Is he going to attack? Yes! Ming trying to pick off that little that villager there that was on slightly low health, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it. He's got +3 attack on his eagle warrior. That is a dead villager for Dog, and Dog's going to be careful here. He may lose another one, but he's quickly got plumed archers coming in. A nice bit of harassment from Ming there. He might even just go for that that villager still. One more hit and she's dead, but he's cleared it up with his plumed archers, and that was a nice little attack from Ming. If we have a look at his map coverage though, he's done quite a bit of exploration. He's got no knowledge of this side of the map, but he's got quite a lot of knowledge around the centre area, and unfortunately he did lose his eagle, but he managed to take a villager, so it was certainly worth it, because bear in mind now he's going to be slower to get his third town centre up. It's only just going up on this gold now, and that is going to slow him down because Dog has got his 3 town centres up and running. And we could even see Imperial from him fairly quickly actually. If he does a good boom and he's uninterrupted, he can do that quite easily. But as I said, still not taking any stone. If we look over to Ming down here, he is taking some stone right now, starting to save up for that first castle, but actually moving away for the time being, as he's going to be working on his eco a little bit more. Needs plenty of farms, of course, to keep villager production going, and we can see that already. Lots of farms coming out for both of them. Up on Dogao's side, exactly the same thing happening. We'll see farms all around these town centres, and more plumed archers for both. A little bit of a scuffle over here, but Dog's got +1, and Ming here, if he gets caught into this corner, he is going to lose all of these plumed archers, because not only has Dog got the number advantage, he's got the upgrade advantage as well. Ming might be getting fletching, yes he is, just to combat this. He might be just trying to get out the way of Dog for the time being, so he can get his fletching upgraded. But quite nice micro from Ming actually, managing to avoid a lot of arrow fire, but his plumed archers are weak, and he's coming over here. He might be looking to pick off a villager, but no, he's going to be cornered, and dogao is doing a pretty nice job of trapping him against the edge of the map, and that is nice because Dog's now going to be able to pin him down. That's his hope anyway. A little bit of a micro war going on over here, and it amazes me how they can micro so well at the same time build their economies up like crazy. It's absolutely insane, and I can't even comprehend how they do it. But Ming now in a little bit of a tough spot. He can't get through here without taking arrow fire, and he can't get through here without running into Dog's army. So quite nicely done. Dog not upgrading bodkin arrow yet. There really is no need to spend that food. It's all going to be about booming, and in we go. Dogao gonna get him here, and there we go. Ming gonna lose quite a few plumed archers, or 2 or 3 at the very least, heading him off from the front, and Ming losing his army here. This is not good for Ming. Wants to keep them alive if he can. I mean, there's no point throwing away units if you can help it. Gonna escape with 4, and he should be okay for the time being. Dogao not with ballistics yet, so he's not going to be sniping him off at a funny angle or anything. So Ming going to escape, but I think Ming now going to be concerned more with his economy. A 4th town centre going up on this stone at the back, and that may be one more TC than Dog has. If we have a look, he's only on 3 right now, and I can't see a 4th going up anywhere. So Ming trying to close the gap in the economy, and he might be able to do so. If he's got that 4th TC out, he might just be able to creep ahead of Dog, because of course Dog did have an early advantage with eco, and his score isn't that far ahead considering he has much more military on the field right now. 19 plumed archers to Ming's 10. So I think Ming in a reasonable situation. He's got a decent map, as I said earlier. He's got villagers gathering some stone already, and a 4th town centre out. Dog now starting to move a lot of villagers over to the mining camp of the up to the stone even, and we could see him starting to save for that 1st or 2nd even castle, of course starting with a castle as this is Regicide Fortress, but we could see that coming up pretty shortly, and it won't be too long before he gets up to that 650 mark. See if he's actually sending any more down there. He's not for now. He's just going to stick with those 6 on stone, and it won't be too long before he can afford that castle. I'm going to be interested to see if he actually goes for another town centre first. He could do. He could be putting a town centre on here or something, but we'll wait and see. He's only got to wait for another 10 stone and we'll get a bit of an indication. He could be saving up for the castle already, which would be nice. He wants to kind of time that for the Imperial Age so he can get his trebuchets out and start getting a lot of plumed archers out on the field. But right now both of them just working on their ecos. Ming still not deleting these walls. I don't really know why, because a villager's stuck there, so it would be better off just removing them. He doesn't exactly need them, but yeah, keeping his map safe, making another mining camp on this stone, so he too likely to be thinking about this castle very shortly. But look at this, Doc with a lot of plumed archers in the centre of the map. See what he can actually do. I don't think he's going to be able to do much at all, to be perfectly honest with you. There is no way he's going to be able to pick off any villagers. Perhaps if he came here he might be able to reach one if he got bodkin arrow, but for the time being I don't think he's going to be getting any villagers at all. But he is He's got a bit of a map hack going on here. He's going to head Ming's army off again, and he could take a lot of plumed archers from Ming here if he just micros this correctly. He's going to trap him against this woodland, and it could be that dogao manages to just get a couple more shots on Ming, and it looks like he's going to be able to kill at least 5 or 6 of these plumed archers, getting in really close. Really nice from Dog, managing to kill so many of Ming's plumed archers. Ming going the wrong way, and he could lose his whole army here if he's not careful. He's going to coax him towards the castle. The castle might be able to kill off 1 or 2 if he gets in range, but dogao likely to retreat very quickly, and that was great from dogao again, heading Ming off, and Ming totally unable to kill any of Dog's units at all. Maybe the castle's going to get 1, but again, nice micro from Dog. Might just be able to finish these up. He's just trying to micro out the way of the castle. Going to take some fire, of course, but I think Dog here with a very nice attack indeed, and that's going to put him quite far ahead in the scores, losing a lot of plumed archers already, and that is a nice little attack from dogao. The problem is now for dogao that I think is he's only on 3 town centres still. He's saving up for his second castle, but he's only on 3 TCs and 104 population. Ming, on the other hand, on 84. He's got no army, but he's just clicked up to the Imperial Age. He's going to be into the Imperial Age much, much faster because Dog made quite a lot of plumed archers. That cost quite a lot of resources, and he, of course, now still only on the 3 town centres. So Ming going to be going up to Imperial very shortly. He's not going to be long indeed, and dogao going to be a little bit further behind, but he's not going to be too long either. But nice Imperial time from Ming, clicking up at just under 22 minutes, and this 4th town centre really is going to start paying off once he reaches Imperial and his economy is fully upgraded. So we're going to start seeing more plumed archers from him. There we go, queuing another 5 up. We'll start seeing upgrades as well fairly shortly. Has he got any more just yet? We'll see upgrades coming in very shortly. A siege workshop coming in as well, mangonel coming out, and he's going to be looking to get a big shot on these guys. They're very close together. 1 mangonel hit could do a hell of a lot of damage, but as I was saying before in the Chris Regicide Fortress game, it might have been Fiege versus Chris. No, Chris Arena game. I cannot remember, but either way, I was saying before how the mangonels, they're not so effective against plumed archers, especially when they've got the bracer upgrade, because it does mean they can have the same range. But there we go, a nice attack from Ming, managing to kill 2 of those plumed archers, and if he actually managed to attack downhill, he probably could have killed a few more, taking quite a bit of splash damage. dogao forced to retreat, and Ming throwing up his 2nd castle now on this little spot here. Not sure why here. Perhaps here would have been better, but if he could have put it there, or maybe on this side to protect this stone a bit more, but he's going to put it on the front, and he's going to be making more plumed archers consistently. I think that was the armor upgrade. Oh no, it's bracer, bodkin arrow even just being researched, padded archer armor on the way, and we're going to see those upgrades coming in thick and fast. dogao up to Imperial Age as well. He's getting padded archer armor as well, and he's already got bodkin arrow also, but nice. dogao coming forwards with a castle, and it's not very often we actually see players placing their castles aggressively in Mayan wars, and I really like this because not only is he going to prevent this gold in a sense, but he's going to be able to put pressure on from there. dogao has got a lot more units than Ming, but he's going to have to be careful, and he's going to have to micro this extremely well. 2 mangonels on the field for Ming, and he's going to take massive damage. Look at that, so many of these plumed archers getting killed off, and it doesn't look like dogao's got thumb ring yet, which does mean his plumed archers don't fire quite as fast. Ming bringing out villagers to repair that mangonel, and that was an amazing attack by Ming right there, keeping his mangonel alive and absolutely cleaning up dogao's army, running away with absolutely nothing left. Couldn't come at a worse time, because Ming into the Imperial Age is now going to be getting out a couple of trebuchets, and that castle is not going to stand for long with Ming on the prowl, it seems. That was a really nice play by Ming there, and dogao going to attempt to take this gold, because as I said, he's not got the best gold back here. He's even deleted one of the houses, as you can see, and this one pretty saturated. One in the corner possibly, but this one here, this is dogao's gold. All of Ming's golds are on the back, so he's gonna he had to place this castle aggressively in order to secure this area of the map, but wow, he is going to be in a bad situation now, as Ming is likely to bring those trebuchets out pretty quickly, and a third castle going down for Ming on the left right now. So dogao not looking so great, I've got to say. He's not out of the game. Of course he's not out of the game. It's only just really begun, but if we have a look at Ming's score, he is way in the lead. I think dogao still with only 3 town centres, and that is a little bit bad for him. It's going to put him behind slightly, and that is certainly not good. Ming coming in now with the trebuchets. He's not got chemistry just yet, but he probably does have ballistics by now, which does mean that his plumed archer is going to be doing quite a decent amount of damage, especially against retreating units. And there comes the castle, the trebuchets, the castle up for Ming as well. Dogao's trebuchet going up also. But his aim here was to take the gold, and he's not going to be able to do that because his villagers are repairing the castle, and eventually that castle will go down anyway. Dogao deciding to attack the castle of Ming, and it won't be long before that goes down, but I've got a feeling Ming's going to be able to bring in enough trebuchets here. There's 5 on the field right now, or 4 on the field right now, soon to be 5, and Ming should be able to actually clear this up from Dog pretty quickly. If he takes this castle out, then Dog's going to be forced right back, and let's be honest, he did lose a lot of his units in that very early attack. So nice play by Ming so far. Let's see if he can keep this up and continue to push. dogao with the siege workshop not doing so much. Ming now starting to get some rams out. A battering ram for the time being. He might upgrade to capture rams shortly. This castle about to fall. Gonna have to quickly repair this trebuchet though, as that is about to go down. But the castle unable to hold any more troops. Plumed archers coming out, and there we go. The castle is down. But Dog managing to take Ming's castle as well. He did just upgrade chemistry towards the end of that, but Ming gonna put his units in right there, and in comes the mangonel. This could be a big mangonel hit, flattening dogao's army there, and dogao going to be forced right back with very few units, but very nicely done again there by dogao, using his trebuchets to mass effect. He did actually manage to take out both of those mangonels, so he managed to save his ass a little bit, but very nice from Ming, keeping the pressure on, and dogao's forward castle completely failing there. It would be a lot better if dogao managed to reach Imperial first, but he didn't manage to do that. So Dog now on the back foot, and Ming going to be pushing out across the map. A castle going up at the back here for extra defense, but dogao still on the 3 town centers. So much gold, stone even, being collected by dogao right now. He's looking to get another castle up. He knows he's going to be behind if he's not careful, and he's just getting his second or another castle back up to make him up to 2. But there we go, a siege workshop going on the hill. This archery range going up for Ming, and I think that's probably so he can research bear with me, so he can research thumb ring. There we go. But dogao without thumb ring yet, he's not even got an archery range to research it, and that is going to make Ming's plumed archers very deadly, because he does have pretty much fully upgraded plumed archers now. He just needs the final armor upgrade, and these guys are going to be maxed out in a sense. Thumb ring going to be done in just a sec, and these guys going to be firing a lot faster. Siege workshop going down for dogao, and the second castle going down. Dogao looks like he's going to get absolutely steamrolled here, and that is certainly not going to be good for him. Another battery, another siege workshop going up, so we'll see more rams coming out. We'll probably see capture ram fairly shortly, but Ming doing an absolutely brilliant job right here of pushing dogao right back. Dogao falling back here, and this is his only castle left, I think. Another town centre going up on the right, but it might be a little late because dogao just resigned right there, and Ming managed to take that game, so that makes it 1-0 to Ming right now, and very, very well played by him. Very nice Imperial time, and he just pushed straight out, and Dog really didn't have that much to stop him after losing his army to that mangonel, which was, I've got to say, some incredible play. So hopefully you'll be staying tuned for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time.